Good afternoon to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. I have distinguished experts on the dais. I myself is an electrical engineer, having worked in the MSME ministry for a very long time. And before that, I was in Crompton, Greece. So I know the marketing problems because I was corporate marketing executive there. And I did some research in the United States as part of my postgraduate and fellowship program in Ohio State. So with this background, let me come back to the Indian growth story. Before I come to the summary of summarizing this particular session, I would like to just express that SMEs in India have grown tremendously over a period of time. Way back in the 1960s, if you see, the Indian industrial policy was to pressurize, to incentivize creation of industries. And that policy has started bearing fruit now. Today we have more than 30 million SMEs, which is more than the population of many European countries. They're also contributing almost 15% of GDP. And the most important thing is 45% of engineering exports from India takes place from SMEs. In short, I would like to tell that SMEs are basically a jewel in India's crown. Friends, one side you do have growth story, you feel proud, but at the same time, there are certain developments that have taken place, like World Trade Organization, WTO guidelines. We have free trade agreements coming up. We have signed free trade agreements with many countries. While we expect that these free trade agreements do create market for SMEs in India, it also comes with itself a lot more challenges in terms of foreign goods, competing with Indian manufacturers, especially SMEs in India itself. So with this background, Government of India also has refocused its industrial policy decisions, in terms of making SMEs more competitive. Here we have one of our, one of the finest schemes, I would say. It's called National Manufacturing Competitiveness Program. It has 9 components plus 1, which is called as a mini tool room. The 9 components actually has financial assistance, subsidies available for new entrepreneurs who want to incubate. They get 6.5 lakh rupees per idea. There are incubators being established by Government of India, Ministry of MSMEs across the country. Then an incubated idea can migrate into a design clinic scheme where the incubated idea can get itself into a product. So designing a product, so we have design clinic scheme where again funds are available for the SMEs. There are patenting, IPR issues which are very costly to SMEs. Again, Government of India has schemes to support them. Almost 75% of the cost is reimbursed. Lastly, after having done all this, we also have what is called as market assistance, where we take SMEs around the world in certain approved exhibitions, so they can exhibit their products, they can see the pulse of those countries where they have visited for their products, and try to find out how best they can market their products. This is one part of the NMCP program. We also have so many other components which I don't want to touch upon. Just for example, if you have an ISO 9000, we have 75% reimbursement. If you have CE marketing for your product, then 75% of the cost can be reimbursed. So that there are several such schemes under NMCP itself. In addition to that, we have what is called Cluster Development Program, as ma'am has pointed out. Here we can bring at least 25 to 30 SMEs manufacturing same, similar or allied products, together, try to find out what are the weaknesses, and these weaknesses have solutions, and solutions may include machines, softwares, etc., testing laboratories, research training, and all these things can be dovetailed into what is called as a common facility center, and for which Government of India can grant up to 15 crores. And to develop this cluster, it also needs infrastructure like roads, etc. We can grant additional 10 crores. So one particular SME cluster can be eligible for almost 25 crores. This is a collaborative type of program where the entire project cost will be shared by the cluster members in the form of SPV, the state government, and Government of India. Generally, the formula is 70% is given by Government of India, 20% is by the state government, and only 10% is from the SMEs, that is SPV. This is one area where all SMEs can think of, come together, and together in that united fashion, I think you can grow and become really competitive. And in this cluster development program, if these clusters are identified, I can dovetail my NMCP programs into this, and there will be additional funds available. In Karnataka, almost 7 new clusters have been identified. The DSRs have been approved, and they are in the next stage of implementation. 9 more clusters have been taken up for DSR, which Government of India has approved, and 7 more clusters are in the concept stage. Friends, cluster development program also invites certain high-end SMEs. If high-end SMEs, high-tech technologies, where actually Government of India funding, I am more interested to target certain SMEs who are at the higher end. We have a lot of clusters coming up in ceiling fan manufacturing clusters, motor manufacturing clusters. There are some applications even for broomstick. That's one part, that's fine enough. But then we have to look at SMEs who are at the higher end, who can target high-tech areas. Here again, I have been behind Ms. Suma Reddy for taking up that ESDM cluster, where we have innovation fund available. We are also targeting on biotech clusters. We are also targeting micro air vehicles cluster with the Institution of Engineers. We are doing so many things in one particular platform. But what I am trying to tell here is Government of India has got schemes to help SMEs at every stage. Now coming to the NMCP itself, the NMCP is actually targeting SMEs to enhance their competitiveness. If they can become competitive through NMCP, the hope from Government of India is that the SMEs' contribution to India's GDP should get enhanced from 15% to 25% in the next 5 to 6 years. So to help them, we are also having a new concept of a new project called Technology Centers. Already 15 technology centers have been approved by Government of India. The first technology center is coming up in Bangalore Aerospace Park. This particular technology center will be concentrating more on helping SMEs in the aerospace and defense and electronics clusters, electronic sectors. The investment is almost around 150 crores, and this will take care of the needs of aerospace and electronic SMEs in that region in the areas of training, HRD, testing, calibration, including incubation. Friends, I am just touching upon the major schemes available in the Government of India. We have a website which has around 17,000 pages of documents, which has all the schemes available. If you want, I can just give you the address of that website. It's dcmsme.gov.in. Friends, as I said, SMEs do need a lot of help. On one side, it's the training and HRD. We are taking up that particular aspect in various training programs, including the technology center. The other one is the technology itself. As you said, cloud technology is very important for SMEs. The Government of India itself is trying to bring out a new cloud technology called Badal. NIC and the Ministry of MSME are working together on bringing a new cloud platform. The need for a new cloud platform was felt because large number of SMEs do not want their database to go out of the country. So with this background, Government of India itself is trying to bring out a cloud platform with its own servers located across the country. So that's called Badal. So I think in another couple of years, or probably less than that, less than around 18 months, I think this Badal platform will be available for SMEs. And if that happens, India will be the first country in the world to have a cloud exclusively for SMEs. Lastly, as our General Manager Sidbi said, finance is one of the most important part for SMEs. Friends, for startups, up to 10 lakhs loan has been made collateral free by law. So any bank which asks for collateral for loans up to 10 lakhs is illegal. And I have been monitoring this in RBI. This has been fairly successful, but the project has to be approved by the bank. Once that happens, up to 10 lakhs, it's collateral free. And from 10 lakhs to 1 crore, you have a scheme called Credit Guarantee Fund Trust, where the majority of that loan, almost 70 to 80% of the loan, is guaranteed to the bank by Government of India. So even for that balance 30%, you are not required to pay collateral because that's the business bank is supposed to do. For women entrepreneurs, this can go up to 100%. The collateral free loan can go up to 100%. And added to that, I have been monitoring public sector banks where 20% of the credit flow has to go to the SME sector. And I'm very proud to tell you, I'm very happy to tell you that majority of the banks in Karnataka sector have already crossed 20%. Even amongst this 20%, 60% of the loan should go to the first-time borrowers. So that itself is also being monitored. So in short, in a nutshell, Government of India has brought out so many schemes which helps an SME right from incubating an idea to marketing for a new entrepreneur. SIDBI has got a lot of schemes, and I wish SMEs take this as an opportunity, utilize these schemes, and become globally competitive. And this actually is one of the prime focus of Government of India, because after agriculture, SMEs are the largest employer. So with this in focus, friends, I think I don't want to go deeper into these schemes because they have so many components, just I try to touch upon. So to summarize, I would like to thank all the entrepreneurs here. To begin with, Uma Reddy set the tone for this session because she's an entrepreneur, she's a first generation entrepreneur. She started off with her experience and how she went about. So I would like to thank her for setting the tone for this session, and I request all of you to give her a good clap. Yeah.